Hello, my name is Johanna and I'm here to get my hair cut and maybe a little piece of blonde somewhere. So we'll see.
Okay. Will you turn so you can see how your hair is now? And how long is it ago that you were here? 2 months? 2.5? Last video? I find it out.
August.
Okay.
Like in the beginning of August.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's real nice still, your hairstyle. But a bit too long and too heavy.
Yeah.
Let's work on that. Friends, in YouTube, first time with mouth protection in the Netherlands. We have to do this. It's not that we have to do it, but it's just...
It's been advised.
Yeah, advised in the highest levels because we are red now, so we work like this. Gonna do her hair. And she really likes short hair. The last video was very well been seen on YouTube. A lot of people watched it. Can always watch it back because yeah, it was August, somewhere about there, and you always find her. Start of course with the protection, like I always do. Gonna work with the undercut because she really loves to get a lot of weight from the back comb, so we're gonna manage that. Also a bit on the sides and then leave a little bit longer on top, and we're gonna bring in a light reflection. So that's what we're gonna work on. Start by wetting the hair. Part over the holy bone to the center on the back and end on the skull bone. Let's start on this side, making it short and then make our lines on it. Stukje wordt opgekort, dit stukje.
Ja.
Krijg je die lijn naar de boven voor een...
Ik ben heel benieuwd, ik vind het spannend.
Ja, leuk toch?
Moet ik nou mijn mondkapje niet?
Nee, dat gaat nog wel. First set in my comb and create myself a nice short underline. And even now it's getting colder, she really loves short hair. Yeah.
That's what we've got scars for.
You see, I'm leaning with the end of my comb on her skin and then bending out so I get a little bit line into the short hair. Put my blade to the back, leaning on the skin, go over the skin and soften the contour line. Put my blade on the sharpest position and take away the woolly hairs. The nice thing is when you work this way you can see also the difference in length. Clean this in between. Take my small Kiona clipper, sharpen the contour line. And I'm first gonna clean that part with the ears. Just turn a bit back.
Ooh, that's sure.
Lekker hè? Take my small Kiona clipper, sharpen the contour line. And I'm first gonna clean that part with the ears. Just turn a bit back.
Ooh, that's sure.
Lekker hè?
Ik heb echt een beetje rodig haar, hè?
Ja, je hebt inderdaad rossig haar.
Het wordt volgens mij ook steeds rossiger dan... Nou ja, het wordt gewoon steeds rossiger. Ja.
Yeah. Take a nice fine comb and work the parts on the ears. When you work with a protection, you can always put it to the back. Hold some tension on the rubber bands. Put my blade to the back and comb the hairs. Put the ear to the front and clean the part behind the ear. Hold the tension on the rubber band. Take my smaller clipper and make a nice contour line. Put the ear to the front, still holding the tension on the rubber band. Clean in between. And put it on the ear again. So now she stayed protected while I was working on it. And now come on, free this upper hair so you can see the difference in length, because now it's a lot of difference in length.
Oh wow.
It's a wow feeling.
Yeah, this is a lot of hair.
Yes, it is. So now go to the other side. Let's dance.
That would be a really awkward dance.
Yeah, I stay on the stage and you stand in front of it.
Oh, alright.
Then it's happening. But also people dancing in Corona time, they did it like this. I shall show them also. They were dancing like this. When they were dancing together, they were dancing like this. So they don't touch each other, they dance like this and then go into a dance. So you do the same thing as you do as a woman, as a partner in dancing. Mm-hmm. And I do the man part of dancing. And you go into the next line. So you don't come together, not nearby, but you stay in a line of dancing. So Corona dancing.
Right.
Right.
That's a lot harder.
Go back to cutting in Corona time.
Yay.
Got to find myself the same line, because she wants a symmetrical line. So I take away the hair that lays upon it, clip it away.
Oh dear.
What? Which deer?
Yeah.
Different claps. Final way to the back. And still a lot of hair hanging on top. So it's hard to just get rid from cutting lines. Okay, coming to the other side. Find the line where I cut the underlines. Part of the hair, of course. Go in with my larger comb. Get rid of a lot of hair in the underlines. You can hear she has thick hair, because the clipper really has to work on it. And her hair is really packed together, so it's a lot of weight hanging.
Mm-hmm.
Do this just the way I did on the other side. Put my blade to the back again, leaning on the skin, holding the clipper in an angle, and come to the line of cutting. Put it in the sharpest position to take away the small hairs again. Come at the front, first take away the upper hair. This side is a bit hard to do, of course. So I take the rubber band to the back, clean the contour line, hold ear to the front, clean the line on top of the ear, and get rid of all the small hairs. And now she has a real nice clean neckline. Get rid of all the longer hairs that lay there. Put it a little bit to the back. Go between it and clean it. Small comb again. Get under the hairs. And with my small clipper I adjust the lines. And clean the contour line with a small clipper. Don't leave too hard on the skin. So now both sides are nice, clean, and lovely to touch. Take out the clips. Now we decided she wants it to get the feeling a bit to the front. So thank God I get high up at the back. So I part the hairs just above the skull bone. Watch at the lines of the chin line. Show you this in a second. Set away the hairs on top.
And make my skull pop.
Yeah. A boppy skull.
Yeah. Oh, I like that it looks like you have a giant back head.
Yeah, a lot of volume at the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it also.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So I started with pinning up the hairs like this. So I leave it this way, and this I'm going to do with a hot razor because it's much nicer to work with. Watch at the line, know where he is. So now I go in with my hot razor. Watch from the back to the chin lines. Still working a bit in the disconnect, so I get a little bit softened lines, otherwise it would be a hard line on the back. So I create an ultra soft line, knowing where I want to go, following the skull bone, and go to the front. Just lay my fingers into the line of the skull bone so I can really feel the skull bone on my fingers. First line. Take about a centimeter more. 1.5. Do this on both sides. Most important thing is when you work with a hot knife or a hot tool, you have to wet the hair in between. You want to transport the heat of the scissor into the hairs to seal them, so that's why you need the heat. Start in the center line again. Watch through the hairs on the line of cutting. Take the hairs over that line and work yourself away to the front. It's a Pixie Bob afterwards. Lay the hairs in the natural roundings. So from the front there will be not that much off. It's just to the back, it's a lot. I turn up so you can see the difference between the left side and the right side. Then you see the difference in shape also. So you see the difference in shape. So even jonge lijntjes daar is. So when I take the hairs to the back, lay them on the line. So now I work from the side and just gently go in. Still holding my fingers on the line of her skull bone. Travel my lines to the front. Go back over the same line, just adjust it. Clean my knife in between. When your fingers are still a bit wet, you don't burn your fingers. So now you see what I jump this up, I get a nice Pixie Bob hairstyle. Take a new line on it and work all the lines on this line. Lay the hairs over the line of cutting. Gently go in, creating that volume what she wants, because she loves to have a bit more volume on the back. And work my line to the front. To the front, take the line straight down, hold my fingers in the line of the chin line, and adopt this line into my cutting line. So now you can already see that it will be a bob. Take a new line on it, set the hairs aside, wetting in between. Take the hairs over the line of cutting, watch through the hairs in the underlines. And don't let the knife do the work, because this knife is that hot that you don't have to force anything. It just gently travels through the hairs. You don't feel the pulling on the hairs.
No, I don't.
And the burning of the knife on the skin. No, I don't. Well, that smells some flesh.
Are you barbecuing?
Yeah. Your eyebrows. When you work on the back, you burn your eyebrows.
Zij heeft trouwens geen wenkbrauwen, hè? Het ziet er echt super gaaf uit.
Ja, vind ik ook leuk. Dat soort gekke dingen vind ik leuk. Geblondeerde vind ik ook leuk.
Ja.
Ziet er heel gek uit. Heel
Hangt er
zacht.
natuurlijk heel erg vanaf wie dat heeft.
Ja, nee, maar wat je kunt... Kijk, als je het niet leuk vindt, doe er een klein beetje poeder overheen of een beetje mascara. Dan zie je er niks van.
Nee, ja, nee, dat is waar.
So do also the other side. So turn it like this. So take a centimeter more on the line. Turn the hairs to the back. Wetting in between. Lay them in a natural fall. Starting on the front and watch at the chin line. Gently go in. And to the back I go higher up. So I get that real jumpy effect. So do all our lines, of course. Going to the center on the back, start on the top of the head, lay the hairs all to the rounding, start in the middle, just gently go down. Using my knife flat, and do this, of course, also on both sides. I did all the hairs till on the ears. I only have to part a little bit to the front. Stand on the other side. Go in with the flat knife. And you can see she has really thick hair. This part, this ear, is a little less thick and a little bit finer of hair. Everybody has that. Some parts a little bit more thick and the other parts a little bit thinner. You just go to this. And she explained me that this part always falls to the front. Mm-hmm. And that's true, because I can see this. Take this part of hair. Watch where the fall is nice. I'll show you that in a second. Turn a bit so you can see it with me. So watch at the fall of the hair. So you see, when I comb them down, I can see there's a parting line laying here that wants to go to that side. And then I have a part just around here. Here the hair is going to the back. Just watch at the natural lines. So this is the only part that sticks out straight down. So I make this a little bit shorter. It's also nicer in the effect, and when I do this with a knife, you would never see it back when you lay it to the back. Go in the opposite lines, make just a lovely small fringe, but an ultra fine one. So just fit it and cut it. So now I'm certain that the motion and the movement of the hair is better off with this small part. See how wonderful the lines flow into each other, and they're also in the line of the undercut. So I'm certain that she has better hair. Now for this, take this part to the other part. This I do because sometimes people go swimming or do other things in the wind, and I really love when both lines connect to each other. So there's ultra small fine parts that come off and create those lines together. You see, now the left side of hers is a lot thicker. This part, and the weight is also more. But that's normal. Most people have this. In the underlines, I also make a small correction, only on this part, because the same as on the other side, this part is also sticking to the front. So it's harder of lines. Just take it to the front with a flat knife, soften this line to almost zero, so it's not in the way anymore, and lays fluid into the lines. So now I have a better underline for this boppy pixie line. To make it more jumpy, just go in on top, take the hairs together, and just with the tip of my knife take off small parts. Pull it to the back. And so far cut.
That was fast.
Yeah, I'm mostly fast when I'm having fun. And I really love to do your hair.
Oh, thank you.
So now I'm going to make a nice effect into the hairs. So therefore I part it, and then in the underlines she gets a really light line into the hairs. Okay, made the bleach with 3%. The normal parting line, what I told you, lays here. This is the normal parting line. This is the natural line of her hair fall. So I take about ½ centimeter to go behind the natural fall. So I'm certain that the first part of that bleached part is laying covered by the first hair. Make sure there stays hair on front of it, so I only have it in the back. find myself balance in line. And this is a nice balance because it's all a feeling. Then I know that I want not a small line, but a real part line that you can see. So I take this to the back. And I have about 2 centimeters of hair on the front. Lay the hair on the back, to the back. Set the first line that I parted aside, so I can work freely. The hair really wants to go to the front, and I don't want it to go to the front now, at the moment. Show you this also. So pin it away. This is the parting line that I made now. What I do is I take a little bit gel, glue the gel on the hairs to make sure that my foil cap lay on that. Take a nice plastic foil, glue it on the line. Clean my gloves, take the line of parting, get back to the line. This is my line of parting, starting in the back. And because I used not that much peroxide, I can really set in the hairs straight from the start to the ends. Take every time about a ½ centimeter, lay it to the back, and just work on my plastic foil.
De achterkant van het kwastje, dat gebruik je als een soort van...
Ja, kammetje, pinnetje.
Magic.
Yeah. And now I'm on the line where I parted the hair. Into this bleach I put a toner of lint. Show you in a photo which products I used. Show it also in the end of the video. Glue a new foil on it. This stays on, and now I can wait till this is light enough. We go for coffee, tea, and then we're back after this happening, and I'll tell you how long. Not coffee. Knik, knik. Hello, we're back from coloring. Now I'm gonna style her hair. Let's start with applying of Bora's product of glint. Because she wants volume in her hair.
Is dit die waar je het in de auto over had?
Wat zei je?
Is dit die waar je het in de auto over had?
Ja. Bora you apply on wet hair, but you can also style it with dry hair. It gives a lot of volume to the hairs. And you apply it on the roots, where you do it on wet hair. This product will come through the hairs. Then I'm going to blow dry it. First start with a large brush and then do it with my fingers. Starting in the underhair and work my way up. Mooi hoeveel volume je krijgt van dit product, hè?
Ja, echt.
voor sofa blow drying.
Oh, ik zie het al een beetje. Ik vind
Ja.
het heel gaaf dat je zo schuin wegloopt.
Ja, dat is ook heel leuk. The only thing I need now is a little bit hairspray, not too much. Just to give it that hold factor. And a jumpy effect on the back. And I really love Johanna for being my model. And I love you for watching. This is a new haircut and color. First time blonde in her hair. She will certainly turn. I go away so she can take off her protection and then she turns. We see each other next time. Thank you very much. Okay, rondje draaien. Top.
Tadaa!
Glad with the effect?
Ja.
Like the color?
Hmm?
And how does your hair feel?
Yeah, really soft and
Yeah.
light and
And your neck? Feels sexy?
yeah, it's so free.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. And I really like the color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe once we go in blonde for summertime or something like that.
Might be.
Yeah, you never know. You always model for me, so.
And to have been of service. Right, that was hard.
Okay, thank you very much.
And I'm here to get my hair cut and maybe a little piece of blonde somewhere. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Okay. Will you turn so you can see how your hair is now? And how long is it ago that you were here? 2 months? 2.5? Last video? I find it out.
August.
Okay.
Like in the beginning of August.
Okay.